Hello everyone, it's Kim. I wanted to do a quick flip through of this journal that I just completed. But before I get there, let me give you a quick story behind it. I found this technique on Al John, and I really thought it was such a cool technique. The problem was once I got it made, I was stuck, and it took me a long time to figure out how I was going to decorate it. I don't have, a ton of papers and supplies, and I finally put my papers in, and I was kind of disappointed, and I had to walk away from it for a while. And I want everybody to know that that's okay. Sometimes, you just have to walk away and look at it and kind of think about it. And then I came back and I just put one or two things in there, and I thought, no, I'm not sure if that's what I want, but I left it. And then finally one day I just said, you know what? I'm going to start putting a few things in there, and what happens, happens. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think my inspiration was I made this for somebody else. I didn't know what I was doing for myself, but this is a gift for somebody, and I'm not going to say who, but it's going to be given to somebody else. And I just thought it was a fun little project to do, and I hope you enjoy. So this is called a never-ending journal. Basically, you'll see why. Anyway, so this is how I started my first couple pages. And I liked them, but then I was not quite sure what I was going to do with them. So anyway, there's a little flip here. Okay, and this is why I said just get started. And then I put a tag for journaling here. Now, the idea is that these books stay relatively flat. You don't want the big gaping mouth on them because of the way they function. So this side is just glued down. And, it wasn't really a theme. I just started kind of working with it. This is another little journaling spot and a card that I put in there. And again, since I want to keep it flat, I don't want pockets on each page. So I fussy cut this owl, and I stamped some stars because, for being at night, put a little bit of lace down here. And it helps the book stay relatively flat. Then this is kind of where I start getting stumped. I really wasn't sure if I liked the papers. They were already in there. But anyway, in the end, I really think it turned out pretty. This was a card that somebody sent me. And this was the back of the card. And I just put some paper on there that I thought was really pretty, added a few fibers, and added this belly band, and I think it turned out better than I expected. So this is just a simple page again, cut from a book that was given to me, and yet another journaling card. Now what I did for here, this was just plain, and I thought it needed a little something, so I pulled the colors off of this side. I literally took my punch, and I took a piece of paper, and I punched a bunch of little holes, and then I just made a little stencil, kind of like a Puncharella type thing, except I don't have one. So I just did hearts on this side, and I think it added a little more interest to the page, made me a little bit happier. Like I said, I drew some colors off of here, and then later when I added the photo to it, that's when I realized I really liked it. And then I just made a simple tuck on this side. Again, another journaling card. And I have this book. It's called Cat E-Kisms. And they just have cute little sayings. And it's just a really adorable book. And this says, find your place in the scheme of things. Position yourself carefully. Then take a nap. It'll be there when you wake up. And that's exactly how I feel about this journal. So anyway, this is the back of the book. Again, you want it to look like the front because it keeps on going. Another journaling card. This was fussy cut off of a card that I received. This is a napkin that was ironed onto using a plastic bag. And this is part of the napkin. And then these were some washi stickers that were given to me. And I just did a little collage with them. Of course, who can, pass up Edith Holtz and her beautiful books. So this is a tuck spot if somebody wants to use it that way. I just didn't want to add anything to it because I really liked the way it turned out. And I put one of her poems in here. And I just love this page. From something that I wasn't happy with this green, it turned out to be probably my favorite page. And another Edith Holt, where I used the other part of the page here, just did a little collage on this flip. And because this was a little bulky, I just put a butterfly on the back. Another journaling card. Here I did kind of the Punchinella type thing. I just took a bunch of my paper punched a bunch of holes, and then stenciled again, drawing colors off this side. And it made kind of a boring page look a little more interesting to me. And here's another one. I'm not going to pull this out because this is a personal message for somebody, but I just did a little tuck spot here. And again, another one of the catechisms. And we're back to the front. So this is how the book is intended to be used. It just keeps on going. It's a never-ending journal, as you can see. And I think in the end, I'm really, really happy. This turned out to be one of my favorite projects from something I wasn't sure what to do with. And I'm really happy. I hope the person I gift this to loves it as much as I do. And there you go. So if you want to find out how to make the journal, go look up Amy over at Al John. She did a series on how to make it. If you really want, I will show you how. But she's such an excellent teacher. And I'm sure she will help you make it just as well. So there you go, the never-ending journal. And from a project that I really wasn't sure what to do with, I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. So there you go. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Go out and enjoy yourself. Make something pretty. If you get stuck, set it aside for a little bit. It'll come to you. The inspiration finds its way to you. So there you go. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Enjoy.